Hi everyone, my name is Dieterle and I'm going to read the first couple of pages from my book, Where the Wind Dreams of Staying. Stacked bags of rock salt loomed high in a dim, cavernous room where the stale smell of diesel exhaust from hulking delivery trucks lingered long after they were parked for the day. I retreated there when I could to my quiet place, a bunker in the shadows. The comforting crunch and crinkle of the double-layered paper bags measured my movements in steady, careful increments. My family lived in the back rooms of a soft water supply store in Sunnyside, a little town in Washington state that would be easy for anyone envisioning pine trees, mountains, or ocean to overlook. It was the fourth or fifth home I had been displaced to by the time I was 4. From the front office, a showroom window opened to a landscape of railroad tracks and storage buildings across Industrial Avenue. The street led in one direction to a poultry processing plant and in the other toward the middle of town. Descending from the sanctuary of the blue and white bags, I could slip outside and wander along a patch of unkempt grass between home and a neighboring house. Sometimes the children who came and went from there, brown-skinned, black-haired, played in the grass too, and once as they did so, an alluring smell of fresh cooked food filled the warm afternoon like sunshine. They invited me to follow them, and I did, entering the house to the sounds of Spanish and the intoxicating promise of homemade flour tortillas being drawn from the oven. Offered one of the warm, soft shells by the matriarch of the household, mother or grandmother, I didn't know, I savored the flavor and aroma. But before I finished the mysterious treat, hesitation gripped me. Maybe I wasn't supposed to be there. I had drifted to the place, accepted the invitation without any dialogue in my mind. Now rang the voice of my grandmother telling me not to speak to those people, not even to breathe around them. And I could see my mother's face, disappointed with my choice, and I imagined the presence of my father. The idea filled me with fear and longing. I left that strange kitchen with a love for a new taste and many questions about what I had done. Whose voice rose above the rest to send me to that new place? Not the same voice that brought me back home, not the one that stayed silent against my father's unfathomable moods, or that fell empty at the feet of my mother's distractions. Not the one that clenched and choked when the day finally came, for it felt as if it had been coming, when they hurled their anger at one another one final time before the door slammed for good. Not the voice that meekly offered, okay, at the prospect of another man taking my father's place. Time and distance tatter chronology, leaving patchwork impressions of places and the person I tried to be in each of them. There is little oral history of this time from my life, no thread of family stories to hold together images or remnants of feelings. But I do remember that by around the age of 5, I felt I needed to hide who I was on the inside, and who I was on the outside depended wholly on where I was and whom I was with. I did not know how to tell the truth about myself, or even that the truth was a lesson I would ever need to learn. Thanks for listening, and stay safe.